Hey, hey, hey.
Hi, what are we talking about today?
We don't even know.
I was just thinking like, oh, we're going to podcast now. What are we going to talk about?
I don't know, but I just came from the lacrosse game and ate hamburgers and hot dogs. Thanks, Danna. Mm-hmm. Danna got a new grill.
This is so exciting. This is so loud in my ear.
It's breaking news.
How do I make this not so loud?
I'm going to turn you down.
Oh, well, that's too low.
Oh, okay. Is that good?
Yeah, that's better.
Okay.
No, a little more. Okay.
I'll just let you handle it.
Poor
Tom. Poor Tom.
So I think if you tuned in last week, you heard why I felt that we needed a grill. Didn't we talk about it?
She said by the end of the week, I'll have a new grill.
And Sunday morning, we went and bought one. But we did not buy a Weber because he wanted a 5-burner, and the 5-burner Weber is just too expensive, if there is even one. But regardless, we just got a regular old charbroil. But we just cooked on it for the first time, and
Danna cooked on it for the first time.
I did. I cooked dinner. And I forgot, like, how great it is to just turn the grill on and throw some burgers on and eat in, like, within 10 minutes. Like, that's wonderful. It was pretty dang great. I just want everyone to know. That's it.
It's very nice. It's stainless. It looks great.
It's fine. I would have preferred a black one.
Oh, you would have?
I like the black. I don't really like the look of the stainless.
Oh.
It just looks dirty
like
industrial. All the time. Yeah, it just looks dirty to me all the time. I don't like it. But I will say, like, now I'm all sad because I cooked on it, and it has, like, the drippings everywhere, and it's all yucky now.
Is your husband out there cleaning it for you?
Babe, are you cleaning the grill?
Oh, he's putting the ladder for the pool because their pool is, of course, open.
The pool is open. The kids have swam. They were swimming after school today.
Danna, I feel like you kind of really live a charmed life.
I feel like that's...
You have a pool boy, a new grill.
Well, today we walked around the yard, my pool boy and I, and we made a list. It's a shared to-do list of all the things that he needs to do landscaping-wise.
Wait, did you tell him to do these things?
He's aware of it, yeah. I told him when
I even volunteered to help you.
So I want these trees pulled out
I want those trees pulled out too and relocated.
Well, one of them we're going to relocate. The other
you
one
need a snowball viburnum on either side. Well, $99 at Brummix.
I don't know what that means.
Oh, it's so beautiful. They're big, like fragrant balls of white flowers. And then through the summer, they continue to bloom, and then they turn to like a red leathery leaf, and they look good throughout the whole season.
Okay. All right.
There you go. I just bought one for myself.
That one arborvitae I think is dying, actually. The one on this side, you can't tell from here, but it does look like it's dying. So I'm going to move the other one. I want to move it to the corner of the fence and then just mulch around it. I think that'll give it we have no dimension since we did the pool. It's just like a flat surface. So I thought we would put a tree over there, and then in the other corner I want to do like a very tiny little bed over there of like mulch and a bush.
Wait, inside the fence?
Inside the fence.
Where we did all that nice sod? You're going to take it out?
Just like one corner.
What if you went on the outside and did your things?
It won't look good on the outside. I'll show you when we're done. It won't look good.
I laid that sod.
One square is going to come up.
Oh, more than one square.
No, a couple. But
a couple times 5.
No way.
Where were you during the sod lane? Because it was Bill, Tom, and I.
I know.
No Danna.
No, I think in my defense, I actually think I was working. I think it was when I was selling LuLaRoe, I think I was doing
Where were you working?
I think I had an event somewhere.
I don't think so.
I think
you're on vacation.
I was not on vacation in my dreams. No, I was not on vacation. I think I am sweating right now. Is it worth
I am not, because I'm in a tank top. And we should all take note that I look semi-presentable tonight.
We switched roles because I am actually wearing a dirty sweatshirt.
I don't know what you're talking about, but I always look put together.
You don't. And you look very nice because you had to go somewhere. So your hair is done, your makeup is done. Mm-hmm. I just took a shower after work and literally let my hair dry by itself, and then somehow got my sweatshirt super dirty while cooking. So yeah, do you know Tom went outside to do all that, and I just looked up, did not clear dinner.
How dare he?
Who's gonna put all that away?
You are. He's out doing other jobs. This is called a relationship. Everybody pulls their own weight.
No, I get taken care of.
I get taken care of too.
Usually I sit on the couch. I like to sit on the couch after dinner and he cleans up.
That's what my husband does.
He sits on the couch after dinner?
Yeah, and I do all the work.
I did see a TikTok yesterday, and it said something like, My husband was so excited that he was marrying someone that was going to cook for him and clean for him and do all these amazing things for him. And then he found out that I was marrying the same person or looking for someone to do that for me too. So now nobody does these things.
I like the TikTok. I think I sent it or Tom sent it when it's like the husband carrying his wife over the shoulder. And it says, I decided to return my wife to where she came from because she's too expensive.
This is true.
And he's returning her back to her parents.
Whatever. I also saw a TikTok that said people that say that they read something, it really means that they learned about it from a TikTok. And I do that all the time.
I don't even know the last time I was on TikTok. I bet it's been months ago.
Oh my God, I live on it. I love it.
I do reels more on Instagram.
So I was on a kick where I was only doing Instagram reels and I was off of TikTok. But I'll tell you.
I feel like they're very similar.
They are, but I will tell you why I like TikTok better. Sometimes I like
the music.
No.
Oh, okay.
That's the same as reels.
I feel like
same.
I feel like that's different. I feel like TikTok is better for music.
No, it's better that I can hold down and it fast forwards on TikTok.
Oh.
Sometimes I'm like, all right, come on, speed it along here. I need to find out what happens. And Instagram, you can't do that. So also, sometimes on Instagram, like where certain things are on the screen, it like hides the explanation of the video and I can't see them. These are my first world problems. Well, whatever.
Well, I went to this great restaurant in Columbus in Upper Arlington called Sow Plated, SOW, and met some OSU/4-H friends of mine. And one of them is a podcast listener. And we were joking because I said something about, she said, someone said, you look so cute today. And I said, oh, thanks. You know, I need an excuse when I get off the farm to like dress up. And so I was at the market this morning and she's like, you must be not going to be here all day because you're not dressed like normal.
I knew she wasn't going to. I was like, oh, you're leaving.
So anyways, I said, oh, yeah. And my friend said, are you wearing a bra? Because she listens to the podcast. And I said, I did. I wore a bra today.
Are you still wearing it?
I actually am. But this morning, I feel like I was harassed by Kristy because she's like, I look through magazines for inspiration. So I get all these catalogs like with clothes and stuff, and I really like look through them. So when I go to Marshall's or TJ Maxx, which I never get to do that anymore, then I can see things and I'm like, oh, that's great. That's like really on trend for a bargain. Or at the thrift store when the kids want to go. I've been more recently to a thrift store than I have to Marshall's or TJ Maxx. How sad is that?
I will say I went to Marshall's and TJ Maxx the other day because I do need some new clothes. And I was so disappointed in both of them.
Really?
I found nothing. And I'm really, really bummed. But I made my first TikTok purchase, actually.
What did you buy?
A little jumpsuit. It's a dupe of something, and I can't remember what it is. But I paid $15 for it, so I don't know if it's going to be.
So you're done with Amazon shopping.
No.
Now you're on to TikTok shopping.
No, I'm still Amazon shopping. As an update, though, the underwear were great. The jean shorts went back. I did not like the jean shorts I bought.
Okay.
But I did like the underwear, so that was a plus for $4.
Yeah.
They're fine.
Well, I bought this jean skirt from Anthropologie, which everyone made fun of me because it's a longer jean skirt and it kind of like makes you think of like
Amish.
No, Mennonite, like someone who wears a long jean skirt. But it had scalloped edges and I tried it on and Bill's like, honestly, like that looks really good because I have this long torso so I can kind of pull these things off. It was just too big. So I returned that. Everything I've bought, I've returned.
I have been returning a lot lately. Do
you know, I like Bowden. I'm a big fan of Bowden. Mm-hmm. And I had to return that too. So I've spent $0.
So I tried to tell Tom that the grill we bought was free because it was only $300. And he's like, well, how is it free? And I had to return. So my brother's getting married and both my boys and my nephew are like junior groomsmen and ring bearer. And so they're all wearing matching suits, but we are having the hardest time finding these boys' suits.
Wait, I thought you fixed this.
Well, we finally found suits. In fact, Joey wore his to his first communion this week.
He looked so handsome. Your picture of your children was so cute.
They're cute. They're okay when they clean up nicely.
Your children all look cute and they look like your husband.
The golf cart's working. So this is going to be math in my head again. So first of all, I returned a bunch of suits and it was $370 worth of crap that I returned. So
this does not even make sense.
So I was like, babe, the grill is free. So my husband just walked in the door. Now our golf cart battery, so the golf cart takes 6 batteries. I know that like seems crazy, but
the golf cart that you stole from your in-laws.
It was given to us.
trickly.
Tom did. Did you hear that? He said, I offered to buy it and they gave it to us.
Of course he did.
So
you're like, oh, it's free.
Tom picked it out, like everything for his dad, like years ago. So anyways, he just walked in and he's like, we bought, how much did that cost on Amazon today? Yeah. Yeah. So we needed a replacement battery charger. We thought we needed 6 new batteries, which would have been like $1,200. But we just paid $100 for a battery charger, which if you're doing the math, we just saved $1,100, which means we just made $1,100. So now I can go buy the $1,200 couch that I want at Costco.
But you want a new couch too?
Oh, I've been wanting a new couch. You know I want a new couch.
But like you found one?
Oh, I will find one. Like if he just gives me the go-ahead, I'll just go grab it.
All I want is a new barn.
Yeah, but what you want is like $10,000, $20,000, $30,000. I'm not asking for much. No, not even add it all up. No, what Kristin wants is on a much bigger scale. I just want a couch that my dogs haven't stunk up. It's not that much to ask.
Oh my.
Anyways, whatever.
Well, you are obsessed with the royal family, but I have been like in the car a lot, so I've been listening and hearing things. And apparently, Meghan Markle is a strawberry farmer. She's launching a new brand.
Do you really think she's growing her own strawberries?
No.
Of course not.
No. So she's got this new strawberry jam, and her company, I think, is called the American Riviera, which I don't even understand what that's supposed to mean. I think it sounds fancy. Let me look here. Yeah, American Riviera Orchard. Now, I have nothing against Meghan Markle.
Right.
But I didn't know she was a strawberry farmer.
Because she's not. Like, let's be honest. You know
But so here's the interesting thing. The label, it's very high society, right? I didn't think she was high society. I thought she was supposed to be like the down-to-earth one.
Right.
This label looks pretty hoity-toity.
It's bougie.
But the most interesting thing about it is that it's labeled. So this is, I'm looking at a picture of jar 17 of 50. She only made 50 jars of jam. So she could have done this herself because I can
that
make.
would be like a normal amount.
So it made me think I should we do have a fruit farm. Ooh, hello, doggy. I should launch my own jam.
I think this is a terrible idea.
But my jam is so good.
I'm not discounting
My husband
your jam.
actually the other day, he's never tasted it before. Never. And he was making a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and he's like, oh, that's like really good jam.
So I don't doubt that you make good jam, but you tend to
We be jamming.
bite off a little more than you can chew sometimes.
But I don't actually I started an applesauce company too.
Right. You
That
start
didn't really
like a
start.
lot of things.
I didn't really start it, but I should.
Right. Like all these things that you say that you should
But here's
do.
my point is that no one's actually making their own jam and selling it. Meghan Markle is not picking the strawberries.
But to be clear, you're not either.
I do pick strawberries and make my own jam.
You're not making your own. I'm saying you're not going to make your own jam and sell it.
No, I'm not going to because I don't have time to do that. But that'd be like me saying, oh, I'm going to make my own applesauce. I'm going to make my own jam and sell it. Like, why did she think that jam was her jam? I'm curious.
So I'm wondering if there's a backstory.
So what I'm hoping is that Meghan Markle and Harry have bought a farm.
Like in California or something?
Yeah. I'm really waiting for the story to come out that they've bought this piece of land and they're going to raise their kids on this farm. It might be a fancy farm, but I think there's got to be something to it. So in all of your royal family following, well, it has to be, right?
She's
why would she
the
just
farm with jam?
Well, it is strawberry season. I don't know. I find it a little weird.
It's been strawberry season.
In California, it kind of always is.
Yeah, I was like, I think it's.
I don't know. I find it very bizarre, and I would not label my jam like by the jars. Maybe I should. Maybe I can charge more money for it.
I feel like if people think that it is a limited edition of something, that's all it takes is to attach a number.
So I want to know who got the first jar of Meghan Markle jam. Some talk was that maybe Oprah got it.
Well, like, why is this? This is a news story.
This was all the rage on the internet. You're the royal family follower.
Listen, first of all, I'm not. I was just obsessed with knowing where Kate Middleton was for a period of time, and I called.
She was getting chemo.
I knew she was sick, but I'm just saying that I can't. I'm like this is.
And then there's a whole nother world of like talking about how she's launching this jam company when her sister-in-law is going through cancer treatment.
I definitely think our news feeds are different.
I don't know. I feel like you were the queen follower. No. You're the royal family follower.
Just when I was searching for Kate Middleton.
You don't care about Meghan Markle because she's been disowned.
Yeah.
You're out on her.
But I don't really like I'm not huge. I actually would probably prefer her over the
So I'm just really hoping that she and Harry bought a farm. They're going to raise their kids on a farm, and she's going to be a great advocate for agriculture. That's what I'm hoping.
I don't even know how to follow up this conversation.
Just saying.
Moving on.
What are we moving to, Danna?
I don't know. Oh, so I thought Joey had appendicitis this weekend. And
okay, this is rather funny.
So Joey, do you want to come tell the story of what happened to you this weekend?
No, he does not. He does not.
He's not listening. So he's been complaining.
And when you're finished with your story, I have a big announcement because we need to talk about the new addition to my family because that's good too.
Talk about it now.
No, you got to talk about Joey and his appendicitis.
So Friday night he told me he had a tummy ache and he's my third kid, so I told him he's full of it and just
he's full of it.
And I was like, you're fine, whatever, blah blah blah. So then Saturday morning he woke up and he had a bellyache again, and I was like, no, you're fine, take some Pepto. And it was his first communion.
Poor Joe, if you would like to move into our house, I will gladly take you and care for you more.
It was his first communion, so I was like, buddy, you're not missing your first communion. This is your big
He didn't go to the practice.
So he did not go to the practice last week. But so then we went to church. We had our whole family over our house for a luncheon afterwards. And after everybody left at 4 or 5 o'clock, maybe it was later. I don't know what time it was. Maybe it was 6. I don't know. Anyways, whatever time it was, he started telling me that, while everyone was here, it was hurting me. And I was like, okay, but you didn't complain. And
he's like, so tough.
He's not, though. He is. No, he's usually a baby about everything. So I was like, okay, Joe, whatever. Well, Saturday night went on, and he was, crying in severe pain, doubled over, blah, blah, blah. And he kept saying it was kind of on his right side. So then I started getting nervous, what if it's his appendix, blah, 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 and I took his temperature, and it was 99, so it wasn't really anything that you would consider.
I said, that's low grade, and Dana's like, not a temperature.
100.4 at least is a real temperature. 99 is nothing. So if he can still go to school, it's not a temperature. So I am whatever. So anyway, Sunday morning he wakes up, and he had a football game, and he was like, it hurts so bad I can't go to my football game. So I'm like, it must really hurt because he really loves to go to his football game. So I was like, all right. Whatever. So then we had my nephew's first communion. So we go to church for his, and he is doubled over, actual tears, crying in pain. So Tom takes the older two to the party after church, and I'm like, all right, I guess I should probably take him to the ER. Now I'm actually getting
Wait, you got out of the party?
Well, I went to the party afterwards. I actually felt badly.
Okay. And Tom, you weren't looking for an excuse.
No, I definitely wasn't. It was
not this time.
No, not this time. It was just at my brother's house, so I never mind.
If Danna doesn't show up to your party, you should think twice because she might have just not wanted to come.
That happens sometimes. So this was Sunday. So yeah, so I was like, I think we need to go to the ER. I hate to do this, but whatever. So we went to Hillcrest Cleveland Clinic. If you're not from here. Went to the Cleveland Clinic, and I do love their pediatric ER. They're really, really good about we were in and out in 2 hours, which really for an ER visit is not the worst thing ever. I was like, I don't want to go there and spend all day. But anyways, we went in, he was doubled over in pain. They did an x-ray. They gave him not pain meds, but stuff to relieve him. And she's like, I don't think it's appendicitis because he was calming down in between. And she's like, with appendicitis,
There's no calm downs.
Right. She's like, so let's do an x-ray. So we did the x-ray. Joey, do you want to come tell everyone what was on the x-ray? No. Poop was on the x-ray.
He was full of it.
He was literally full of it. What'd you say?
Your butt.
My butt.
Your butt is full of it.
He just told me. Don't you wish you had a 9-year-old boy? My butt. You're almost 9. So then, so they're like, he's just really, really constipated. So I'm like, great. I just paid a $250 copay for them to give him milk of magnesia. And she's like, and I'm giving him simethicone. And I'm like, that sounds awfully familiar, simethicone. Oh, you want to know why it sounds familiar? Because that's the stinking gas straps that you used to give babies.
Mylicon or whatever it was.
Drop. That's what simethicone is. So they literally gave him Mylicon drops and Mylanta. And I'm like, Tom's like, this is the most expensive CVS trip we've ever had. Are you kidding me? So they send us home. So I start pumping him we went to my brother's, go home that night, start pumping him with Miralax. Put it into Gatorade. I put it into apple cider because apple cider it's got a lot of sugar, so it makes you go. That's why I always laugh at all these kids that are like, I want more cider. I'm like, oh, I don't know if you do.
Apple cider never made me or my kids go.
Too much of it, I think. So he still did not go all day yesterday. Like we kept him home from school then yesterday because we were afraid
He was going to break
he
loose.
was going to blow out. So we kept him home from school. He did not go until late last night. He finally started.
So it was
he went a couple times.
48 hours later, he's finally finished.
He literally had to stay home again today because once it started last night, it was not stopping.
Poor Joe.
So he just...
His bottom probably hurts. I hope he had wet wipes.
No, actually, I didn't give him wet wipes.
Ugh.
Oh, God, I hope he wiped okay. All right, so that's what happened with my weekend, and we're on the mend, and he's going back to school. Wait, you have to tell. We're going to wait one more minute.
We are the proud aunt and uncle and cousins of a new baby boy my sister gave birth to.
Hold on, I thought that was not what I thought you were going to say is the new addition to your family.
Wait, the pigs? Well, slightly my new nephew, Beau Mathew, named after his dad, is more important than our 3 baby pigs, which we do have at our farm.
I really thought she was going to tell everyone about the baby pigs and not about her nephew.
Well, no, I'm a little more excited about my nephew. But more importantly, my sister, who never listens to the podcast, if she did, literally I was talking to her 20 minutes before, and she's like, I feel like I'm going to poop this baby out. She's sitting on the toilet. I'm like, Jessica, you cannot give birth to my niece or nephew like in a toilet. So like I remember that feeling, like you don't forget that, but I'm like, please don't deliver this baby in a toilet, because she was doing a home birth, which none of us agreed with, but it's a nice natural thing. We just thought with her age, she's advanced maternal age.
She's old.
She's old, third baby. They've all been breached. This one finally flipped. She was doing a home birth. Nobody was telling her what to do. So we just prayed that everything went okay.
And it did.
And it did. So I talked to my sister. Parker's on the phone. I picked him up and he's like, man, Mom, it must really hurt to have a baby. She sounds like she's miserable. Hang up the phone. 25 minutes later, it's my brother-in-law, Matt. And he's like, I can't get a hold of your mom. We just had a baby boy. And I said, what?
That is seriously so
He's like,
crazy.
as soon as she hung up with you, her water broke. I helped her downstairs. Their birthing tub only had 2 inches of water in it. She climbed in. Literally, Beau Mathew came out, who he didn't have a name for like 3 days. 8 pounds, 12 ounces. He is so cute. And Archie is the best big brother. Olive, the best little sister, but she's like the middle child.
Yeah, she's probably not so thrilled.
She had a bad day yesterday, but she loves him, but
she will. She'll get used to
yes, but they're all so cute with him, and he's so cute, and we've all got to meet him, except Uncle Bill, but they'll still probably like him better.
They usually do.
Because that's how it works, but
all right, well,
that'll be our last niece and nephew. It's so sad.
Oh, that's true.
I know. Until next time, friends, we're mismatched.